I'd like to welcome everybody back to the Hound versus Everybody podcast. You already know I got the podcast homie with me, JR Rico. Say what up to the people.
What's going on, beautiful people? What the lit read?
Hey, you already know what the lick read. The mighty Miami Hurricanes came through last night, smacked them boys around. Yeah, you already see it. Whole team looked good, man.
Yeah, they
You know what I'm
did.
saying? The freshman Malachi Tony came in there, did what he had to do. Carson
Baby
Beck
Jesus.
looked real poised in the pocket. You know, the O-line messing around with Mario Cristobal. Always going to do his thing.
Facts.
D-line looked good. Just overall, a few nicks and knacks there, but you know, the first game of the season, so it ain't no reason to, call no real gripes about it. But let me know how you felt about that Hurricane game.
Last night, I have come to the conclusion Carson Beck is on a first round, first pick trajectory. Carson Beck looked like the best quarterback in college. Next to old boy from South Carolina, we had a conversation off camera about him.
Sellers.
That O-line clearly show why you got 3 first rounders on there and maybe even 4. That D-line show why you got maybe even 2 first rounders on there with Mesidor and Bain. Linebacking core is only going to get better. That secondary really held up. Our receiving core is growing. You can see the growing pains. Malachi Tony's is him, and has emerged as receiver 1. This is from my perspective going off first game. I could be overzealous about it, but I usually have a good eye for quarterbacks. I felt the same way the first time I seen Cam Ward throw the ball, like his first drive. I watched Carson Beck last night, and I didn't wince, so I didn't make every throw he made look good. You know what I mean? Like every throw, it wasn't even a one-handed catch. Everybody kept saying was a bad throw. People failed to realize the man was getting tackled. He was getting slung down to the ground when he made that throw.
But people they never see the whole.
They just say, "Oh, that was a bad throw."
Yeah,
But like if he was able to step into that throw, it was there. With all that being said, I like what we did. That was a huge win. Games like that, when we blow leads and teams come back, Mario Cristobal has the tendency to blow it. Mario Cristobal has a tendency to either overthink or not think at all. But you can see he was in the OC's ear, like, look, man, Carson Beck ain't winning the Heisman tonight. Run that ball, kill that clock, make them waste their first downs, and let that defense win the game, which they did. So kudos to Mario Cristobal. You know, I'm a huge Mario Cristobal critic, but I'm gonna give credit when credit is due. As well as the OC, because like I said, the OC lost us some games last year trying to make Cam Ward win the Heisman off one game. You know what I mean? You have an elite O-line. We have the best O-line in the country. It's not even close.
Yeah, not even close.
We got 3 big backs actually, but we got 2 ground and pound backs. Let them boys run the ball. Let the boys do their thing. I'm very, very excited, and these are facts. Miami don't lead the state of Florida till the first week of November. You know, so if we do what we're supposed to do and be state champs like we did last year, we will be flying high going into SMU, and that's just, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I said, by me watching the team Mario Cristobal put together, and I don't know if anybody else said it. I know I made sure to say it so people could understand where I stand with this. With that offensive line and that defensive line in which the Miami Hurricanes now have established. Outside of Notre Dame, maybe there's a team out there, maybe Clemson. I don't know. I've been hearing all this hype about their defensive line. I don't think there's a defensive line that can match up with the Miami Hurricanes offensive line pound for pound.
Yeah.
Now, can you win a play or 2 plays, maybe a series here and there?
Right.
But team's going to have to really, really put their safeties in the box if they're going to slow the run game down.
Right.
They're especially in the ACC
just don't have it. They don't have the trenches.
They don't have the trenches like that. Yeah, they don't have the players of that that Elk to just continuously take that pound game, and they'll wear them down. As you can see, Notre Dame, they were wore down.
Yeah.
They knew at this point we got to get our safeties involved, or we was gonna gash them.
Yeah.
Running right up that right side. We was gonna continue to run up that right side until they figured it out, and then they started gambling a whole lot longer. If we had any, you got to Notre Dame's secondary is really, really good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I don't think the Hurricanes is going to match up against a secondary like that again this year.
Yeah.
Maybe there might be another team with a good safety and a good corner here and there.
Right.
But you'll see the rest of the receivers start to get off. Like JoJo Trader looked like he could get behind people. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, they was going deep to him a lot. Joshua Moore, from what I've heard about that kid, he's going to get the 50-50 ball. Just put it in the air, let him go get it. They need that playing time, getting comfortable with Carson Beck, getting comfortable playing college football at the speed of college football is being played. And the Hurricanes is going to tear through majority of the ACC. Like I said, I don't think they're going to go undefeated. I could see them losing. A game gonna sneak up, you know what I'm saying? You fall asleep. It is what it is. Everybody tend to fall asleep at the wheel in this day and age of college football. So I'm not gonna really trip on that. I just know if we do what we're supposed to do, they should hoist the trophy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just.
I think that I agree with you 1,000% when it comes to the trenches on both sides of the ball. There ain't no team in the NCAA that has a too deep that can deal with that front four.
Nah.
Even if you're Georgia with you may have your starting four that could probably compete, but you don't have a too deep.
No, after that is you talking freshmen and redshirt freshmen.
You don't have, especially with the transfer portal. Not too many teams have the depth UM has had, and that's a testament to our Cristobal keeping those guys happy and making sure they stay. Because a lot of times that's why you see a lot of teams struggle when it comes to their too deep. These kids don't want to wait. These kids don't want to stay. They want to play, and they'll go and start for another team, and it diminishes, it depletes your too deep, especially as a D line. You know what I'm saying? So if a starter goes down, you're screwed. But with all that being said, I also feel like Miami gave defenses the blueprint. You're not going to get away with keeping two safeties high.
No.
You want to play two safeties high, we're going to ground and pound you to sleep. We're going to make you walk those safeties down, and you're going to have to play these corners one-on-one, and good luck. Like I said, we had this conversation off camera. Notre Dame has the two best tandem in college, and they got away with a lot of holding. But with all that being said, I like where we're at. And I do agree with you. I would be pleasantly surprised if we go undefeated, but the scheduling God giveth and taketh away. The same way I said that we don't lead the state of Florida till November, that back end of the season, we got 3 road games in a row in all cold weather places. So we'll see. But because we dominate the trenches, we can travel and play in the cold.
Yeah, the run game travels. Passing game might not travel, but your run game and your defense travels.
And let me say this to the naysayers that was hating on Carson Beck because he didn't go to your school. This is facts. Carson Beck only lost 3 games in the SEC in 3 years. All right? Carson Beck was SEC player. Like, I need y'all to understand what type of caliber and ilk this guy was prior to playing with those riffraffs in Georgia last year. Carson Beck was slated to be the first round, first pick, preseason All-American. This isn't some bum, man. So y'all need to, y'all better wake the hell up, man.
Why beat the jump?
Y'all need to wake the hell up with this Carson Beck slander, dog.
Let them have the Carson Beck slander. I could care less. As long as he plays great for the Hurricanes, I don't care what the slander is. As long as there's an L behind that other team's record, that's all I care about. I don't care how they feel about this guy, that guy, whatever this guy, this, that, whatever. All I know, if you line up and that team play like they're supposed to play,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. They're gonna kill a clock, and you're not gonna have enough time to to do whatever you need to do to get back in the game because
that
as you
third
can
quarter
see,
showed you that.
yeah, we'll run that clock down to 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Go figure it out
Yeah.
from that point on.
Yeah.
If the D coordinator didn't take a series off, man, like I said, Notre Dame was supposed to get beat by 20. Like you said,
at least 14 about.
yeah, we gave up two makeshift touchdowns.
Yeah,
like
playing prevent D, rushing 3 in the red zone. Like who does that?
You know what I'm saying?
You know, but that 99 though.
Yeah,
that 99 got that Rizzy dog.
Yeah, I don't know. I know you're D tackle.
Yeah, he got stanky leg.
And I know if you're a D tackle in Miami right about now, you gotta at least be pushing 300 or over 300.
Facts.
So for him to be moving the way he was moving,
yeah, he was moving, boy.
I was like, man, hold up,
man. The Black Jesus, boy. I mean, Baby Jesus is looking good, man. Baby Jesus doing his thing. Baby Jesus is him for real.
Yeah, he's him.
Yeah,
he the real deal.
Holyfield.
Hey, but you know. Y'all let us know how y'all feel in the comments about the Hurricanes making it to the national championship this year. Put a Y for yes, put an N for no. Y'all already know this is Hound versus everybody. Like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell. We out.